मूर्तित्रयस्वरूपाय प्राणाय साई दुरंधराय साई जाग्रते साई।
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामविद्रयवतु। गणेशाय नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्।
Om Shri Sai Ram. My most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan, Shri Satya Sai Baba, and a loving Sai Ram to each divine soul present here today. I am Riya Kerkar from the current batch of Shri Satya Sai Leadership through Self-Transformation 2026. Today, I have the honor of introducing our esteemed faculty for this session, Professor H.J. Bhagia. प्रोफेसर भाग्या ने 1969 में बॉम्बे यूनिवर्सिटी से केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग की पढ़ाई की और उसमें स्वर्ण पदक प्राप्त किया। इसके बाद उन्होंने 1978 में इंडस्ट्रियल मैनेजमेंट में पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा हासिल किया। अपने करियर में उन्होंने कई उद्योगों में अलग अलग भूमिकाओं का कार्य निभाया। उन्होंने इंडिया, नीदरलैंड्स, बर्लिन, यूनाइटेड किंगडम और अन्य देशों में एक अच्छा अनुभव प्राप्त किया। In 1986, when Swami initiated the MBA program in Prashanti Nilayam, Professor Bhagya was personally appointed by Bhagwan as one of the first faculty members. स्वामी उन्हें स्पिरिचुअलिटी के प्रोफेसर कहते थे और उनके जीवन में मार्गदर्शन करते रहते थे। Imagine the privilege of walking a path of leadership and transformation under the direct guidance of Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. My dear brothers and sisters, please join me in welcoming Professor H.J. Bhagia. Over to you, sir. Jai Sai Ram.
With pranams at Bhagwan's lotus feet, my co-travelers on path of spirituality, young and old, all are young on paths, men and women, I'm so delighted to be with you and sharing my thoughts, depending on what Bhagwan has directly given guidelines. I'm sure it is not meant only for those who directly heard, but it has to be shared with all of us. पहले तो मैं आप सबका अटेंशन ड्रॉ करूंगा कि भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जो जैसे मैंने देखा, मेरी आंखों से तो आप नहीं दे सकते हैं, लेकिन मुझे जो समझ में आया मैं वो शेयर करना चाहता हूं। भगवान कोई ऑर्डिनरी आदमी नहीं थे. He is Parabrahman. He is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. ये सिर्फ बोलने की बात नहीं है. We have all experienced directly. भगवान ने हमें दिखाया है. मैं जो भी कहूँगा, बातें शेयर करूँगा, it will be based on direct experience, ना कि यहाँ से सुना, वहाँ से सुना, किसका कोई मिरेकल देखा, नहीं. इसके लिए मैं आप सब लोगों को विनती करूँगा कि आपको यदि कहीं भी कुछ भी डाउट आवे कि अरे ये कैसा हो सकता है, डोंट हेजिटेट. यू कैन रेज द क्वेश्चन. हो सके तो उसी टाइम मैं जवाब दे सकता हूँ, लेकिन थोड़ा टाइम असाइन करके हम देखेंगे कि आप सभी लोगों के मन में जो भी क्वेश्चंस हैं उनको हम कवर कर सके. स्ट्रेट में आता हूँ 1982 अक्टूबर. मेरी बेटी, हमारी शादी के बाद बेटी हुई थी, 1 साल की हो गई थी. तो मेरी माँ ने कहा था कि जब आपका कोई भी बच्चा, बेटा हो या बेटी, जब होगा तो उसकी शेविंग के लिए, हेड शेविंग के लिए तिरुपति जाना. माँ का कहना मानते हुए मी एंड माय वाइफ वी वेंट टू तिरुपति. काम पूरा हो गया तो वाइफ ने कहा कि तिरुपति तक यहाँ आए हैं कि हम joining. So wife said that हम तिरुपति तक आए हैं, 6-8 घंटे का रास्ता है, पुट्टपर्थी भी जाएं. फर्स्ट टाइम मैं पुट्टपर्थी के लिए मैं देखा नहीं था. मैंने कहा अच्छा ठीक है, कोई जस्टिफाइड डिमांड है. हम लोग आए, दशहरे का टाइम था. आई रिमेम्बर 27th of October 1982. और इतनी भीड़ थी. 1982 में फैसिलिटीज वगैरह अच्छी नहीं थी. छोटी बच्ची 1 साल की, बहुत तकलीफ हुई. और कहा कि एक छोटा सा मैट्रेस लगाने के लिए जगह दी गई. दिस इज द प्लेस, नो अकोमोडेशन. पानी पीने का बाहर अच्छा नहीं था, दूध नहीं था, कुछ भी फैसिलिटीज नहीं थी. तो और बेटी को फिर डायरिया हो गई, काफी तकलीफ हुई. तो मैंने कहा कोई यहाँ डॉक्टर वगैरह हैं? देन दे से नो, देयर इज मेडिकल कैंप, दशहरा टाइम है, यू हैव टू गो एंड गेट द मेडिसिन फ्रॉम द डॉक्टर्स. मैं गया वहाँ, दे गेव 1 टैबलेट, बेटी को दी गई, वो बेटर हो गई. तो मेरी मैडम ने कहा कि मैं तो बहुत बार यहाँ आई हूँ, बिकॉज शी वॉज बाल विकास स्टूडेंट एंड टीचर एंड सो मैं बहुत बार आई हूँ, आप पहली बार आए हो, मैं बेटी को संभालती हूँ, यू गो फॉर दर्शन. ठीक है भाई. देन मैं आया, इतनी भीड़. तो मैंने तो वाइफ को उसी टाइम भी कहा था कि ऐसी जगह मुझे वापस कभी नहीं बोलना आने के लिए. मक्खियाँ, मैंने आई कांट डिस्क्राइब मोर देन दैट. सो गया तो मुझे फ्रंट रोड से 4 नंबर पीछे, 4 लाइंस पीछे जगह मिली दर्शन की. और स्वामी जी निकले, लेडी साइड दर्शन पूरा किया. और बिटवीन जेंट्स एंड लेडीज देयर यूज्ड टू बी वन सर्कल, Ganesha circle. Swamiji was standing there discussing with some senior people, or maybe the ashram secretary. At that time I didn't know. So Swami discuss कर रहे थे. मुझे पता नहीं क्या हुआ, like a prince I got up from the 4th row and came in the front, straight came and touched Swami's feet. I put my head on Swami's feet. पता नहीं, जैसे ही मेरा माथा स्वामी के चरणों पे स्पष्ट किया, आई वॉज ट्रांसपोर्टेड टू अ डिफरेंट वर्ल्ड, आई डोंट नो वेयर, मुझे कुछ मालूम नहीं पड़ा। और खाली ऐसे याद है किसी ने ऐसे कहा, मैं उठा, इतना मुझे विश्वास आ गया, फुल कॉन्फिडेंस, ही इज गॉड। वो टाइम सिक्योरिटी वगैरह कुछ नहीं थी, मैं शाउट नहीं करना चाहता था, लेकिन फुल ऑफ कन्विक्शन, ही इज गॉड। क्यों? बचपन से मेरे पिताजी महापुरुषों को घर में ले आते थे, साधु संत, सेजेस, रियलाइज पीपल, और मुझे हमेशा कहते थे, बेटे इसके पाँव टच कर। सो आई यूज्ड टू डू दैट। तब तक मुझे हंड्रेड्स ऑफ पीपल इंक्लूडिंग माय पेरेंट्स, किसी को भी मैंने पाँव छुए हैं, ऐसी वाइब्रेशन, ऐसे करंट कभी नहीं है। ये सिर्फ भगवान दे सकते हैं। मुझे इतना विश्वास आ गया स्वामी जी के, मैं जाके वापस बैठ गया जब किसी ने कहा कि जाओ उठो। मुझे भगवान को देख के मैंने मन में सोचा, स्वामी जी, नाउ even if you tell me that you are not God, I will pray to you, please go and put somebody else into Maya. I am through. I know now what you are. Now, let us see. आप सब लोगों को मालूम होगा भगवान श्री रमन महर्षि, मैंने भी उनका नाम सुना था, बुक्स वगैरह भी पढ़े थे। ये स्टोरी स्वामी जी ने खुद बताई है थ्राई सेशन, थ्राई वृंदावन में 1950। स्वामी जी वॉज 24-year-old बॉय। स्वामी जी गए रमन आश्रम, और क्यों गए वो आपको अभी पता चलेगा। देन जैसे ही रमन आश्रम में अंदर आते हुए Sri Ramana, he saw from distance that Swamiji is coming. He ran and he went closer and started dancing. Arey, Parabrahman has come. So Swamiji को अपने आश्रम में ले आए, और Ramana, he used to prepare some prasadam for the devotees अपने हाथ से. So Swamiji को कहा, स्वामी मैं सब डिवोटीज के लिए कुछ प्रसाद बनाया हूं, आपके लिए लेके आऊं? बोले हाँ लेके आओ। वो प्लेट में भर के स्वामी जी को दिए, और बड़े प्रेम से स्वामी जी खाए। खाते खाते स्वामी इज अंतर्यामी, और थोड़ा बचा के देन स्वामी सेड आई एम फुल। स्वामी रमना इज टेलिंग, स्वामी प्लीज, no. जैसे स्वामी जी ने दिखाया कि he doesn't want any more, Ramana, he snatched plate from Swami's hand, and whatever of food was left over there, he started eating and licking the whole plate. Mind you, ये स्टोरी भगवान ने खुद बताई है, मेरे कानों ने डायरेक्ट सुनी है। और वो खा के वो डांस करने लगा, Now I have no more birth, I have no more birth, I have taken the prasadam given by Parabrahman himself. इतना खुश हो गया। फिर स्वामी जी भी उनको देख के बड़ी खुशी से उनको देख रहे थे। तो रमना ने कहा कि स्वामी, bless my mother, तेरी मदर। Ramana Maharshi, he had promised his mother that because I have given you trouble of leaving the house and working for my self-realization, I will get you moksha. So वो याद रख के उसने स्वामी जी को कहा कि स्वामी bless my mother. Swami blessed mother's samadhi. Swami bless Lakshmi's samadhi also. Swami said, who's Lakshmi? Then he said, Ramana said, Swami, it is Lakshmi, the cow, who used to give milk to all of us. For the whole ashram, we should depend upon her. Bless kiya. Then Swamiji ne kahe, Maharshi say, where is your tomb? He said, Swami, here it is. अपनी body आगे करके सर झुका के स्वामी tapped his head also. बस खुश हो गया, वो बहुत खुश हो, बोलता है कि अब मेरे को कोई चिंता नहीं है, मेरे को मोक्ष सब हो गया. देखिए, रमन महर्षि was in 70s. Swamiji, 24-year-old boy, so to say, and he knew value of Ramana, or he knew value of Swami भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा. एक और इंसिडेंट बताता हूं. क्या हुआ, स्वामी जी ऊटी गए थे 1974 में, और वहां डिवोटीज को ले गए थे. रास्ते पे बस से गए थे, स्वामी कार में, बाकी लोग सब बस में. रास्ते पे स्वामी जी टिफिन के लिए रुकवाया, और उन ग्रुप में से एक सीनियर डिवोटी एक कैमरा लेके आया था. Polaroid camera was very new at that time. So Swami knew it, that gentleman wanted Swami's picture to be taken first to use his Polaroid camera. Swami told him, bring your camera. Camera लाए, और स्वामी जी पोज दिए बैक ऐसे खड़े होके, और वो फोटो निकाल रहा था. एक और सीनियर डिवोटी, एक्चुअली I can tell the name, Mrs. Ratanlal, she saw स्वामी का रोब है ना, थोड़ा वो ऊपर हो गया था, तो वो रोब का थोड़ा सा उसको एडजस्ट करने के लिए आगे जाना चाहती थी. स्वामी जी ने शाउट किया उसको, hey, don't come closer, go away. वो बेचारी हैरान हो गई कि क्या है, स्वामी मुझे कभी डांटते नहीं है. फोटो निकाला गया, और पोलराइड कैमरा में इमीडिएटली पॉजिटिव बन के फोटो आया. उसमें सब लोगों ने क्या देखा, 3 स्वामीज, ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश. फेस स्वामी का 3 स्वामी. नहीं तो एक आदमी जब पोलराइड कैमरा से निकाल रहा है, 3 लोग कैसे आएंगे एक ही पिक्चर में. तो वन ऑफ द सीनियर डिवोटी, उसने, अरे स्वामी आप हैं कौन? स्वामी स्माइल किए और मिस्टर रतनलाल को बोले कि देखो, वो टाइम में इतनी बड़ी एनर्जी थी, आई डिडंट वांट यू टू कम, अदरवाइज यू वुड हैव बीन बर्न्ड. चलो, उठी गए सब लोग. अब स्वामी जी के रूटीन था वहां जाके बच्चों के साथ प्यार करना, और एक तो बच्चों को मैंने ये अपॉर्चुनिटी देना कि बात करें वो, और बाद में डिस्कोर्स देते हैं. तो स्वामी जी ने डिस्कोर्स देने के पहले ही वो बच्चों को जब जैसे कहा कि आओ, ये सीनियर डिवोटी, आई नो हिज नेम आल्सो, जन महादेव, उसने कहा, स्वामी जी आज तो हम आपसे सुनते रहेंगे कि आप हैं कौन. हु यू आर स्वामी, वी आर टोटली लॉस्ट, वी डोंट नो. तो स्वामी ने उनसे कहा कि व्हाट डू यू थिंक, व्हाट डू यू फील व्हाट आई एम. वो तो बेचारा, नमस्कार स्वामी जी, यू आर ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश. स्वामी जी बोले स्माइल करके, hey, they are my managers I employ. Then Swami, who you are? I am the proprietor of whole universe. Don't forget that. When I come on earth, no rules apply to me. Otherwise, these Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, according to the rules and regulation, they operate the whole universe. But when I come, I can pick up anybody from any stage and lift him at any stage. No questions will be asked to me. This is our Swami. और एक बात बता सकता हूं, स्वामी जी के समाधि के बाद 2012 में group of scholars, research scholars, they had the desire to go to Himalayas and कि देखें हम क्या होता है सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन. वो गए, स्टोरी को कटिंग शॉर्ट, फाइनली 6-8 थे वो, वेदा चैंटिंग करते 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 पूरा घूमे. एक गुफा थी, उसके बाहर एक सेज बैठा हुआ था और इन बच्चों को देख के बहुत खुश हुआ. बोले कि तुम लोगों को क्या चाहिए? बोले हम लोगों ने सुना है कि ये गुफा में एक सेज पता नहीं कितने वर्षों से अंदर है, वो सही बात है? बोले हाँ. हम उससे मिल सकते हैं? नहीं. क्यों? उसको कुछ भी डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं करनी है, वो खाते पीते कुछ भी नहीं, लेकिन जिंदे हैं. हाँ. तो बोले कि अच्छा, हम थोड़ा आगे जाके उसको दर्शन कर सकते हैं कि हम बिल्कुल आवाज नहीं करेंगे. उन बच्चों को, यंग स्टूडेंट को वेदा चैंटिंग करते हुए उसको लगा कि चलो एक दर्शन दे देते हैं उनको. सो उनको अलाउ किया और सेज आंखें खोली हुई हैं, बैठा हुआ है. देन ये जो असिस्टेंट था सेज, उसने कहा तुम लोग कहाँ से आए हो? बोले हम लोग पुट्टपर्ती से आए. क्या पुट्टपर्ती? नहीं, भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा का आश्रम है ना, वहां से आए हैं. ये भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा का नाम सुनते ही सेज इतने सालों से मौनम में था, हिलता नहीं था. उसने बोला साई बाबा, साई बाबा, साई बाबा, तुम लोग साई बाबा से आए हो? साई बाबा को देखा है? हाँ. अरे हम लोग एक दर्शन के लिए इधर बैठे हुए हैं और तुम लोग इधर क्यों आए हो? हम लोग आप लोगों के सेजेस के दर्शन के लिए आए हैं. अरे बेवकूफ, तुम लोग जाओ, टाइम वेस्ट मत करो. जो भी कुछ भगवान ने आप लोगों को काम दिया है वही करो, उससे ही आपको मोक्ष मिलेगा. डोंट वेस्ट योर टाइम हियर एंड देयर. दिस इज और सत्य साई बाबा. हम लोग को उन स्वामी जी का वैल्यू नहीं पता चलता था और हम लोगों के साथ मिलके ऐसा लगता था ही इज जस्ट वन अमंग अस. नो. देन अभी मुझे ये टॉपिक दी गई है, लव ऑफ गॉड, फियर ऑफ सिन एंड मोरालिटी इन सोसाइटी. लव ऑफ गॉड, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गॉड कौन है इसके लिए मैंने थोड़ा बहुत कुछ बताया. ये तो इनसिग्निफिकेंट इंडिकेशन है. व्हाट इज गॉड, वो हमें समझना चाहिए. गॉड is not just 5 feet 3 inch figure. It is beyond our imagination. Nobody can touch him. Nobody can realize. Nobody can say that I have seen God. Mind you, I am not talking about form of Sri Satya Sai Baba. That is a form he brought who's actually formless. वो फॉर्म ना लाते तो हमें पता भी नहीं चलता भगवान क्या होता है. सो लव ऑफ गॉड, पहले गॉड को समझो. गॉड क्या है? हम लोग समझते हैं अरे स्वामी ने देखा, भगवान नहीं देखा. यस, फॉर्म इज ऑफ गॉड, बट गॉड इज नॉट ओनली द फॉर्म. गॉड इज यूनिवर्सल कॉन्शियसनेस, यूनिवर्सल अवेयरनेस. सो उस पर बहुत सारी मुझे बातें याद आती है, लेकिन एक छोटी सी स्टोरी। एमबीए लड़के जब पास करके 2 साल का कोर्स जाते थे, स्वामी जी हमेशा उनको इंटरव्यू देते थे। तो एक इंटरव्यू में मुझे भी चांस थी बैठने की वहाँ। तो स्वामी ने पूछा कि व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय गॉड। किसी को जवाब नहीं था। एक्चुअली उस टाइम स्वामी ने मुझे मौका दिया। आई आस्क्ड, स्वामी जी, वी नो अवतार इज विथ अस, we don't know how to make use of avatar. I want to listen from avatar's mouth how to make best use of avatar. स्वामी जी ऐसे देखे, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगा कि शायद मैं गलत सवाल पूछा और स्वामी की सीक्रेट्स को निकालना चाहता हूं। ऐसे नहीं था। स्वामी देख के सबको विभूति प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने चालू किया, क्योंकि इंटरव्यू पूरा हो रहा था। तो जब मुझे विभूति प्रसादम देने आए, इतने बंच ऑफ विभूति पैकेट्स दिए, बोले मैं खुश हो गया। देन मेरी आंखों में देख के बोलते हैं, गॉड इज लव, लव इज गॉड, लिव इन लव। दैट इज वन सेंटेंस। वो जवाब था मेरा, हाउ टू मेक बेस्ट यूज ऑफ अवतार। आई वॉन्ट टू लिसन फ्रॉम अवतार्स माउथ। फिर दूसरा सेंटेंस बोले स्वामी जी कि अहंकारम, अहम आई इज कॉन्स्टेंट, आकार फॉर्म, जब उसको फॉर्म अटैच होता है देन इट बिकम्स मल्टीप्लिसिटी। ये छोड़ के बोल के छोड़ दिया। It took me several years before I could understand few things. स्वामी जी अबाउट लव उसी इंटरव्यू में बताए कि लव, स्वामी से इमेजिन लव like a triangle. One apex of the triangle is selfless. Because Swami's love, divine love, is a 3-dimension. One is selflessness. He will keep on giving, giving, giving. He will never ask anything from anyone. It is unconditional. Then second apex, changeless. Divine love will never change. It will be always there. We may change, but his love will never change. Third apex, triangle key, that is fearlessness. So, about selflessness, हम सबको पता है कि how Swami is selfless. He says, top to toe, I am selfless. I think only about you people. And actually जो हम बातचीत कर रहे हैं, it is also expression of his selfless love. पूरा इतनी सारी universities and colleges and hospital, ashram बनाया, it's all for us others. He doesn't want anything in return. In fact, बच्चों ने कहा, MBA स्टूडेंट ने, कि स्वामी से पूछे how to express gratitude to Swami, because we get everything free, excepting our own food, that too is also subsidized. We don't pay tuition fee, college fee, examination fee, hostel fee, nothing. So how to express our gratitude to Bhagwan? तो मैंने स्वामी ने मौका दिया and I asked Swami, students are asking how to express gratitude. Swamiji bole, I don't want anything. They should set an ideal example that will be good for themselves. Then their name will be brighter. The parents' name will be brighter. Then even the institute will earn a good name. I don't want anything. So that is pure divine love. One apex. Changeless का देखिए, एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल मेरे को याद आता है. एक लड़का था, वो स्वामी जी ने चांस दी थी. He was Swamiji's room boy for 20 years before I even joined, 1986. So it was late 80s, 87, 88. वो लड़का आया दर्शन के लिए आफ्टर 20 years. और वो लड़के को कोई पहचान ही नहीं पता था. एक वॉलंटियर ने, सीनियर वॉलंटियर ने देख लिया, अरे यू आर सो एंड सो, आई वांट टू सिट फॉर दर्शन. तो उसने एक जगह बताई, बोले कि यहाँ पिलर के बाजू में बैठ जाओ. ऐसे मजाक में बच्चे लोग, हमारे MBA स्टूडेंट्स एंड ऑल, वो कहते हैं कि स्वामी जी के 108 नेम्स नहीं है, 109 नेम्स. वो कैसे? 109th नेम इज पिल्लर प्रियाय नमः. स्वामी जी दर्शन देके वो पिलर पे जरूर आते थे, जो भी वहां बैठते थे उनके साथ इंटरेक्शन हो जाता था. तो ये लड़के को उधर बिठाया गया और वो तो मुझे देखने के लिए चांस मिला. स्वामी जी आए, वो बच्चे से बोले और सीधा बोले उसका नाम लेके, अरे कैसा है तू? वो रोने लगा. स्वामी मैं तो यहां से चला गया. और वो लड़का जाने के क्यों जाता था, क्यों गया? क्योंकि उसको ही वांटेड टू गेट मैरिड. सो रोने लगा. फिर स्वामी जी ने उनसे पूछा कि हाउ इज योर मदर? स्वामी, my father passed away just last year. Hey, I know everything. Did I ask you about father? Therefore, I asked you about your mother. How's she? Swami. And then Swami said, how's your daughter? स्वामी को तो सब मालूम है. Then बस उसका आंसर था, रोते ही जा रहा है. और स्वामी का मैंने लिटरली देखा, स्वामी का रोब गीला होते जा रहा था. Then Swami told him, see Ra, तू यहां से चला गया, फिर कभी मेरे से मिलने नहीं आया. तूने शादी की, मुझे इनवाइट नहीं किया. तेरा फादर गुजर गया, वो तूने बताने के लिए नहीं आया. तू डॉटर हुई तेरे को, वो तूने नहीं बताया आके. डॉटर का ये नाम है ना? हाँ स्वामी, तू जाके अपनी वाइफ से पूछ ये नाम किसने रखा है. मैंने ड्रीम में आके उसको बोला कि ये नाम रखा. और बेचारा फूट के रो रहा है. So he said, Swami, I thought that you would have forgotten. Hey, I never forget anyone. This is Swami's changeless love. Then fearless. Swami ji बोलते हैं कि जब when I love you, I can scold you for correcting you. I'm not scared whether you appreciate or not. It is my duty to correct you. So ऐसा उनका प्यार, उसमें एक छोटा सा मुझे अपना पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस. मैं जब स्टूडेंट था स्कूल में, एक टीचर, वो बेचारा यंग साइंस टीचर, fully absorbed in teaching, and recently at that time he lost his wife because kerosene stove jalane ke time pe she got burnt. but he used to still come, and I used to love that teacher because very simple. He had made me in charge of science laboratory. So then one day, in a hurry, he came as soon as the bell was given. He came in the class, and I used to be always in the first bench. So other student, my neighbors, they were looking at the sir and giggling, and I thought, what is happening? Then I understood. Then when he was teaching, I told sir, I want to go out washroom. Can I? Sir, हाँ जाओ जाओ. So मैं बाहर आया और दरवाजे पे खड़ा होके वो सर बोलते हैं कि जाओ, तो इधर क्यों खड़ा है? तो मैंने कहा सर प्लीज कम फॉर 2 मिनट्स. वो बाहर निकला. मैंने कहा सर आप जरा पैंट ठीक कर लीजिए. जल्दी में बेचारा बेल लगा और टेंशन में आ गया था. नाउ दिस इज प्योर लव. अदर स्टूडेंट्स आर लाफिंग एट हिम, बट आई से माय फादर, my teacher, guru, by mistake, because of one small mistake, everybody is laughing. How can I bear it? This is the selfless love, fearless love. Okay, so स्वामी जी और एक बोलते हैं, सब लोग इजीली कोट करते हैं हम लोग, लव ऑल, सर्व ऑल, हेल्प एवर, हर्ट नेवर. लेकिन उसके ऊपर हम लोगों ने कितना ध्यान दिया है. लव ऑल, फर्स्ट ऑफ लव, मैंने बताया what should be divine love. Love all. All means don't exclude anyone. ये मेरा पहचान वाला है, ओके, ये मुझे हमेशा इज्जत देता है, I can also love him. That is not the selfless love, or that is not the meaning of love all. खाली selected लोगों को मैं प्यार करता हूँ. Love all means whatever may be his appearance, his profession, his conduct, I should be able to love. Love is completely ignoring the weak points, accepting the person as he or she is. That is pure love. So love all, then serve all. If you say that I love everybody, hi darling, hi sweetheart, that is not love. It's only lip service. When you say that I love a person, translate your love into action, a seva, service. Therefore, when you say love all, automatically goes serve all. How can you serve or love everyone? There is one catch in it. If you understand that, then the barrier will go away. Only when we see a spark of same divinity in everyone, then without any differentiation, you will be able to love everyone and as a return serve everyone. Then second sentence हम लोग बोलते हैं, help ever, hurt never. Help, help, help. If you can't help, at least don't hurt. Now, hurting is not just physical or with the words. In fact, words you can hurt deeper than even the physical hurt. So, if you can't help, hurt never. Worst, subtlest hurt is even with thoughts. Even in thoughts, never think that, oh, he is like that. You feel jealous and curse him and say, Swami, you just deal with him. See that he is punished. Why do you want to do that? If you don't love him, don't hurt anyone. Hurting by words is one way, but hurting by thoughts is subtler. Don't do that. Then एक मैं आपको थोड़ा इंटरेक्शन भगवान के साथ क्या हुआ। 1987 में स्वामी जी he had interacted with me many times, but in 87, 86 he allowed me to join for MBA as a professor, and 87 many interviews, but in 87 one interview he had called quite senior people of the institute, director, and I don't know whether vice chancellor was there at that time. So VIPs were there. Swami had given us also interview. So I thought Swami is introducing me to them. He said, "हाँ भाग्या, what is your name?" I said, "स्वामी जी भाग्या मैम." स्वामी जी आप ही अपॉइंट किए, फिर मेरे से इतनी सारी बातें की है, फिर पूछ रहे हो आप कि व्हाट इज योर नेम, देयर मस्ट बी समथिंग। मैंने बता दिया, स्वामी जी भाग्या। हाँ, तो क्या करता है? ऐसे स्वामी जी, स्वामी जी हैज गिवन मी एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू सर्व MBA स्टूडेंट। अरे तू साधना क्या करता है? I was Swami, abidance in self. And he said, देखो सब साधना छोड़ दो. Now your sadhana is take everything as God. It's very difficult. Huh? 24 hours you should do sadhana. Don't waste time. 24 hours self-abidance, and it is मैं जॉब करता हूँ, घर में इतने सारे काम करने पड़ते हैं, तो उसी टाइम में मैंने डिसाइड कर लिया कि दिस वाज समर कोर्स गोइंग ऑन 1990, एंड जून 3rd और 5th जून को पूरा 3rd जून को पूरा हुआ। 5th जून मैं वापस आया और मैं आके रिजाइन कर लिया। डायरेक्टर पूछ रहे थे कि क्या कर रहा है, कहाँ जाना है? ऐसे कहाँ जाने का नहीं है, मुझे साधना करनी है, इसके लिए। बट करो साधना। नो, सामने बोला 24 आवर्स 24/7 साधना करो। सो मैं जब क्लास में जाऊंगा पढ़ाने के लिए, वो तो मेरा साधना तो नहीं रहा। सो ही सेड, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू एक्सेप्ट योर रेजिग्नेशन टिल स्वामी कम्स। ऐसे मैंने दे दिया, मेरा रेजिग्नेशन मीटर चालू हो गया। देन डोंट टेल मी दैट आई डिडंट इन्फॉर्म यू इन एडवांस। स्वामी जी आए, कटिंग द स्टोरी शॉर्ट, 13 जून को स्वामी जी आए और थ्रू रजिस्ट्रार स्वामी जी ने टीचर्स को कहा कि टीचर्स नॉट आस्किंग मी टू गिव इंटरेक्शन, आई एम रिलेटिवली फ्री, दे आर फ्री, अभी अभी एकेडमिक ईयर स्टार्ट हुआ है, सो आई कैन टॉक टू देम, ही इज गिविंग द हिंट। सो टीचर्स को सबको बताया गया। तो 17 जून वॉज संडे, सब टीचर्स फ्रंट पे आके बैठे इन परती और आस्किंग फॉर प्रेइंग टू इंटरेक्ट फॉर स्वामीज इंटरेक्शन। मैं अलग बैठा हुआ था, बोला ठीक है, मैं तो रिजाइन कर लिया हूँ और स्वामी जी आते हैं, दर्शन कर लिया, बस आई हैव टू अवॉइड इन सेल्फ, डू 24 आवर साधना। और देखा स्वामी जी आफ्टर इंटरेक्शन इज कॉलिंग देम फॉर इंटरव्यू। ऐसे अरे मेरी रेजिग्नेशन अभी एक्सेप्ट नहीं हुई है, आई कैन ऑल्सो गो। तो सब गए अंदर। माइंड यू 70 टीचर्स वर देयर इन अ स्मॉल इंटरव्यू। दोज हु हैव सीन 70 people can't even stand properly. When Swami allows, literally the walls will expand. He'll give the way. Space will be increased. So सब बैठे हुए थे. I was the last person to enter in the interview room. Swami was telling everyone to go in. जब मैं गया तो बोले कि lazy, go inside. अभी मैं अंदर कैसे जाऊं? 70 people sitting so tightly. तो मैंने भी सोचा स्वामी को तो जगह देंगे ना जाने के लिए। स्वामी जैसे गए, मैं उनके पीछे पीछे चला आया। स्वामी जी चेयर पे बैठ गए मुझे एक पाँव रखने की भी जगह नहीं थी, मैं कहाँ बैठूंगा। और स्वामी जी के चेयर के सामने एक क्वाइट हेफ्टी प्रोफेसर बैठे हुए थे। उनको मालूम था कि अरे स्वामी इंटरव्यू कर दे रहे हैं तो 5 सेवा का मौका मिलेगा। सो स्वामी ने उसको कहा, हे दोना पुता, यू आर ऑक्यूपाइंग द प्लेस ऑफ 4 पीपल, गेट अप। वो बेचारा उठ गया। मुझे स्वामी ने कहा तू इधर बैठ। मैं कंफर्टेबली बैठ गया। वो बेचारा 1.5 आवर इंटरव्यू स्वामी ने दिए थे, उसको खड़ा रहना पड़ा। एनीवे, सो स्वामी जी बोले, क्या है? स्वामी देन बताए, lot of complaints were there, Swami, how to lodge or grievances, this, that. Leaving aside all these things, Swami सीधा आए मेरे क्वेश्चन पे, बोलते साधना साधना साधना. What is the meaning of sadhana? True sadhana is unification of sadhaka, sadhyam, and sadhana. True sadhana is the control of senses. Living together in a harmonious way is true sadhana. So ऐसे बता रहे थे. Suddenly मेरे को स्वामी देखे, बोले, हे भाग्या, क्या साधना करने को चाहता है? मैं तो फियरलेस था. स्वामी जी, मैं जब क्लास में जाता हूं और स्टैटिस्टिक्स और ऑपरेशन रिसर्च सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाता हूं, my mind gets diverted and I can't do my sadhana, abidance in self. मैंने कंप्लीट भी नहीं किया, क्योंकि स्वामी तो अंतर्यामी है, उनको मालूम था कि मैंने रिजाइन किए हुए हैं, इसके लिए मुझे डांट रहे थे. तो फिर स्वामी ने बोला, देखो, if you segregate, this is worldly, this is spiritual, even in 1,000 births, I will not give you what you want. मैं डर गया. अरे ये क्या है? स्वामी जी को पांव पकड़ के रोने लगा. स्वामी जी, please guide me. What sin have I done? Please, Swami. Then Swami ji बोले, true sadhana is sanctifying your time, efforts, energy. True sadhana is, I have given you so many experiences. Share your good experiences with the boys. See, these students and teachers I have chosen, they are all of Maharishi Tattvas. Through them, I am going to cleanse the whole world. I have made you in charge of these students. What other sadhana you want to do? See, you all were Maharishis. You knew Narayana will come in human form. But during the process, some rust on the minds. So, your sadhana is removal of that dust. They go in a gunny bag of rice, there will be few grains of paddy. Paddy is also rice. Paddy ka husk nikalo, to bhi rice hai. Removal of that husk is your sadhana. Setting an example for others is true sadhana. Make them worthy of being used as instrument in my hand is your true sadhana. Wo karo, then I'll be very happy, then I'll give you what you want. So इसमें हम लोग को कितनी सारी चीजें मिलती हैं सीखने के लिए. हम लोग सोचते हैं कि साधना बस कहीं कॉर्नर में बैठ जाओ. स्वामी सेड, वो तेरी लेजीनेस है, वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम है. अभी देखिए, लव ऑफ गॉड, fear of sin. Fear of sin. Sin, first of all, what is sin? किसके साथ गद्दारी करना, किसके पैसे ले लेना, किसको तकलीफ देना, कोई अच्छे आदमी को, that is very little offense. लेकिन deviating from conscience is a sin. Considering that I am only the body, that means body awareness, body consciousness is a sin. Realize what we are. We are the universal awareness. That is avoiding sin. So, उसका डर क्यों रखना है? Because if we do that, it'll come back on us. Law of karma is very, very strong. किसी को नहीं छोड़ता. स्वामी जी कहते हैं कि when you are accepted as Swami's student, Swami gives us long rope with respect to karma and with respect to time. He says, along with the rope, I have given you discrimination, how to use that rope. Rope is very long. If you use the rope with discrimination, so you will tie yourself with Swami, meaning हमेशा स्वामी के पास रहोगे. If you don't use your discrimination, long rope है, अरे ठीक है मैं स्वामी के बताए हुए मार्ग से थोड़ा डेविएट कर लिया तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है. So आप चलते जाओगे पता ही नहीं चलेगा, because rope is very, very long. Then he said, sin करते जाओगे, then इतने टाइम से गलत मार्ग पे जाओगे. जब रोप ये पूरी होगी, then he said, with the same rope, if you don't use your discrimination, you're gone away from me, you'll hang yourself. It's a law. It's given by Swami. So we have to be always careful that we don't deviate from the guidelines given by Bhagavan. That is actually true sin. बाकी कोई ऐसे sin कोई फिजिकल एनी टाइम. और देखिए बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट के मन में आता है कि हम लोगों को डिसीजन लेने में तकलीफ होती है, because when you follow conscience, it is very clear. It is very clear कि मुझे ये करना है. उसमें कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा, उसमें स्ट्रेंथ मिलेगी. When using my fundamental discrimination, I know my conscience says no, I should not do this. फिर भी डायलेमा रहेगी, करूं या ना करूं. अरे इसने तो मुझे यार तकलीफ दी थी, उसको मैं छोड़ूंगा नहीं. So it is a reaction. या ये मेरे से आगे क्यों चला गया, excuse me, वो out of jealousy. Then decision लेने में तकलीफ होगी. But if you are pure, listening to your conscience, it will always guide you in a right direction. Sorry. I would give one suggestion. When Swamiji is present physically, we try to do good. We try to fulfill his expectations. When we are away from him, then our ego, our mind, it plays a role. So always consider Swami is by your side. Swami यदि present होते तो मैं डिसीजन कैसे लेता. ऐसे करने से आपको हमेशा सही मार्ग मिलेगा. ओके, इसमें और भी स्वामी जी की गाइडलाइंस है. 4 F's. फर्स्ट F, फॉलो द मास्टर. एक्सक्यूज मी, पता नहीं. First F is follow the master. Who is the master? Master is your conscience. Then, moment you follow master, face the devils. Devils कौन है? कोई opposition, कोई downfall, failure, या तकलीफ आएगी घर से, friend से. So you have to face them. Moment you follow master, devils are going to come. Then fight. Fight कैसा physical fight नहीं है. Hold on. No, I will do this only. Let people think of anything. I'm following my master. So this is a fight internal. Then finish the game. Fight till end, then finish the game. If you do that, I tell you, literally, you will be saved. you will get the right direction. Unexpected कहां से भी रास्ता निकल आएगा. एक मैं छोटा सा एग्जांपल दे रहा हूं. दो तीन बातें आती हैं. देखिए, अभी आप लोग भी काम करते होंगे. मैं भी जब केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग पास करके कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नोसिल में काम किया, देन मुझे फर्स्ट एक गेट टुगेदर थी. आफ्टर फ्यू मंथ्स आई वाज नॉट इवन confirmed in my chemical engineering job. So एक बॉस जा रहे थे. He was getting transferred, going to abroad, and in his place somebody else was going to come. My immediate boss had thrown a party for all the supervisor, all chemical engineer youngsters. Then मुझे भी कहा गया, ज्वाइन किया मैंने. तो मैं तो बाय नेचर ड्रिंक नहीं करता हूँ. नो टी, नो कॉफी, नो अल्कोहल, नो नॉन वेज, नथिंग. सो मैं अपना पाइनएप्पल जूस ग्लास लेके पार्टी में ज्वाइन किया. तो थोड़ी देर के बाद मेरा बॉस आया, इमीडिएट बॉस. बोले कि अरे भाग्य, ये क्या है, तू पाइनएप्पल पी रहा है, ये पी रहा है, जूस पी रहा है. आई सेड यस सर, ये आई डोंट. ऐसे चला गया. फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद आया, अरे अभी तक तू ये पाइनएप्पल जूस पकड़ रहा है, क्या है? अरे यू आर नॉट बॉय एनी मोर. यू आर इंजीनियर, यू आर प्रोसेस इंजीनियरिंग ऑफिसर, एंड कम ऑन मैन, come on, take. So he was pouring whiskey. I said, sir, I don't drink alcohol. थोड़ा उसको ठीक नहीं लगा. फिर मुझे कोक्स करने लगा. बोले कि देखो, तू बोलता है तू अल्कोहल नहीं पीता, ठीक है, मैं तेरे को बियर देता हूँ, वो पियोगे? नहीं. क्यों? बियर में भी अल्कोहल है. अरे तू तो खाली केमिकल इंजीनियर है, मैं तो एमएससी इन ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री किया हूँ और बाद में केमिकल इंजीनियर किया है. सो अल्कोहल उसमें कितना होता है? बियर में हार्डली 7%. बट यू थिंक दैट अल्कोहल इज नॉट प्रोड्यूस इन द बॉडी, वॉट एवर इज दैट इन प्रोड्यूसिंग. सो हाउ कैन यू से दैट यू डोंट ड्रिंक अल्कोहल? आई सेड सर, वो अल्कोहल बॉडी प्रोड्यूस करती है जितना जरूरी है, मैं एक्सटर्नल अल्कोहल क्यों पीऊं? उसको थोड़ा गुस्सा आया, चला गया, क्योंकि उसकी लगा, उसको उसकी बेइज्जती हुई. बॉस का बॉस भी बैठे हुए थे. सो थोड़ी देर के बाद तो भी उसका ईगो इतना, और मे बी मेरे लिए भगवान टेस्टिंग ग्राउंड क्रिएट कर रहे थे. सो वापस आया, जब भाग गया, सी, और बॉस इन हिज ऑनर ये पार्टी हम लोग दिया है. ही इज सिटिंग. आई प्रॉमिस यू, यू टेक वन सिप इसकी विस्की की, imported. People crave to get this, and you just take one sip. Today is Friday. By Monday, you'll get the confirmation order. I said, no, sir, it's not like that. I don't drink. अभी उसका ईगो बहुत उसको प्रिक हुआ, गुस्से में होने लगा. फिर भी कंट्रोल किया उसने, because he was the host for all the gathering. फिर थोड़ी देर बाद आया, पता नहीं क्यों मेरे पीछे पड़ा हुआ था. फिर बोले कि भाग्या, आई प्रॉमिस इन फ्रंट ऑफ द बॉस, राइट नाउ आई विल गिव यू इन राइटिंग दैट यू टेक दिस मंडे. नॉट ओनली यू विल बी कंफर्म, you will be promoted to higher grade. Come on, man. Then मुझे लगा कि this is a limit. मैंने उसको कहा कि सर, had I known that this is your promotion policy, I would have never joined this company. So, और उसका गुस्सा बढ़ गया, और जैसे गुस्सा उसके कान लाल हो गए, फेस लाल हो गया। और इतने में एक मिडिल एज खूबसूरत लेडी आई, मुझे बोलती है, वेल डन मिस्टर भाग्या, वेल डन, वेल डन, आई एम हिज वाइफ and I have made with my own hands. I made this. This is grape juice. This is pineapple. This is anar and pineapple grape juice cocktail. This you drink, enjoy. This मैंने बनाया है अपने हाथ से, तो एंजॉय किया। क्या है भाई, ये शिव और शक्ति आपस में लड़ रहे हैं। तो कटिंग द स्टोरी शॉर्ट, वो मुझे उसने कहा इन कॉन्फिडेंस, वो जमाने में मोबाइल फोन नहीं था, दिस इज माय पर्सनल लैंडलाइन, तेरे साथ यदि ये मिसबिहेव करे ना मेरा बॉस, मुझे बताना, आई डील विद हिम। देखो ये ऑफिस में कुछ भी करे, रात को तो मेरे पास आएगा ना, वो कहाँ जाएगा, मैं उसको ठीक करूंगी, तू घबराओ मत, आई एम वेरी हैप्पी, आई एम प्राउड ऑफ यू। चलो भाई। सो उसके बाद मुझे तकलीफ हुई। हाँ, मुझे कम से कम 6 साल प्रमोशन नहीं मिला। So don't think spirituality is not path of cowards, heroes. You should have inner strength. 7 साल के बाद एक बॉस आया फॉरेन से, एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम, और मेरा अप्रेजल लिया, परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल दिसंबर में। बोलता है कि मिस्टर भाग्या, you have been doing so good and you have been getting a lot of increments, double, triple increment, but I see that why accepting one minor promotion, why you are not promoted? मुझे भी लगा गुस्सा। Sir, you tell me, why am I not promoted? What is lacking in me? उसको झटका मिला। Yes, I will come back. गया 24th of December 1978, वो आके मेरे को बोलता है कि टेबल पे आया और पेपर थ्रो किया, मिस्टर भाग्या, here is a Christmas gift for you, Christmas Eve, 24th December. You are promoted right now with a higher grade. Very happy. फिर बोले कि not enough. I have given another promotion that in next 3-4 months, 1979 तक आपको अब्रॉड ऑन अ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज बेसिस भेजेंगे with another promotion. You learn the things over there, come back and teach the people here. Very happy, sir. Then he said, see, in the past, we have sent people, bachelors in the Holland. After 2 years, they come back married. At that time, the culture was not that free as we think now. So it was not a good mark on the organization. He said that I have to give you an assignment that by month of April 79, you get married. You go double, come back triple, we'll be very happy. And when you come back, I've already written promotion for you, 3rd promotion. I have written, now nobody can change. Happy? I said, very happy. So वो मेरे को मन में आया उसी टाइम कि अरे, देने वाला जब भी देता पूरा छप्पर पार के देता। Hold on to your principles. Lord will always, He is watching every motive of your action is recorded there. Okay? Yeah, we can still.
We'll go for 10 minutes and then we'll go for 10 minutes and Q&A.
Yeah. Let me finish. Now, morality in society. इसमें the best is Swami had given leadership का महावाक्य. Actually, it was Dr. Chibber who General Chibber. Doctor means PhD and General Chibber. He, after being a very high position in the army, he left everything and he studied leadership, and he came to Swami, and Swami told him, go and teach my MBA student. So he came out with the Mahavakya, certain things. Then he told Swami, I'm going to tell these things. Swami said, no. Are your whole leadership is covered in just 4 words. Kya? Swami told him, leadership means to be, to do, to see, and to tell. Or to be. Be means be as you are. Beingness, awareness, consciousness, Atma. First, be that. Then comes do. You do what you expect others to do. Your behavior should be an example for others. That is to do. And then to see. See is not just blind man seeing with the eyes, or with the eyes you become unfolded. No. See means see everything, what is happening in the organization. Raw material, finished product, employees, and then the salaries, this, that. See everything. Then to tell. Tell is not just verbal communication. Writing communication, teaching, giving lectures, and even non-verbal communication. Silence is also communication. So if you keep 4 these factors in your mind, you can become ideal leader. Then see, when you pay attention to these things, automatically from within, the right thing will come. My first job, the chairman of that company was Mr. Arvind Mafatla. I had seen so many people, but ideal person like him, I had not seen. Once, just to give you small glimpses, once it was so happened that discussion was going on between union and management. Union leader finally was told that we cannot give you so many concessions. We cut down to few agreement. Then final presentation was given to the chairman, Mr. Arvind Mafatla. He came, we were also there. Then I saw one by one, he was relenting, giving concession to the employees. After the meeting over, we were all surprised. What is he doing? We unnecessarily fought with the union, and he's releasing everything. So then separately in the meeting, he said, see, I've got 1,200 employees. They're not 1,200 employees, they're 1,200 families getting their basic needs from this company. You think that I need crores and crores? So many companies are there. Even if this company goes in red, 1,200 families are being looked after. So I don't want that much. We were very surprised. Now, same gentleman, for puja in the organization, he used to sit with the banyan and thread, and the operator will direct him, do this, do that, he will do puja. Once it so happened that there was a technical issue in such a huge organization. We used to have a turbine, steam turbine, which used to run the power plant. And because of that power plant, that was very unsteady power supply in Maharashtra at that time, I'm talking 1970s. So because of that instability, the production can be affected. And the turbine, steam turbine, was the main equipment, huge, producing tons of steam and very huge power, mega. So we used to report every quarter to the international organizations that our occupancy rate of that equipment, whatever according to the formula, we got the report of doubts or questions, inquiries, that you people are not reporting the occupancy rate of this machine correctly, because how can it be in India where people are not very highly qualified and conditions are not steady? how can you get occupancy rate higher than in America and UK and Holland and things like that? So a lot of discussion went on. We again recalculated. It became a big issue. Then technical experts had to come observe our plant. Then finally meeting was conducted by the chairperson, that Mr. Arvind Mafatlal. Lot of arguments went on. Finally, decision was to be taken. Then Mr. Mafatlal, he said, see, I'm not a technical person, but I can see there is one missing factor which you people are not able to reconcile. So what? How to resolve? He said, I'll give you a decision. Tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, all of you come to the plant where this turbine is located, steam turbine. They all went, about 10-15 people. They very nicely observed what he made. He told the operator, you go on, do your routine. Around 6 o'clock in the morning, an operator comes as routine every day. Comes with a garland in a थाली और फ्लावर्स वगैरह, पूजा करता है वो टरबाइन के ऊपर. पूजा करके बाजू में एक पत्थर रखा हुआ था, उस पर एक नारियल तोड़ा, वो नारियल के पीस छोटे छोटे सबको दिया. सब लोग खा के प्रसाद लिया. और वो उधर फॉरेनर्स थे, डायरेक्टर्स थे, और अरविंद मफतलाल भी था. तो अरविंद ने पूछा, अभी देखा तुम लोगों ने, अभी समझ में आई क्यों हमारा ऑक्यूपेंसी रेट इतना हाई है? बोले नहीं सर. फॉरेनर्स बोले व्हाट रबिश यू आर टॉकिंग. बोले देखो भाई, ये ऑपरेटर उसने क्या किया तुम लोग नहीं देखा? वो ऑपरेटर आके मशीन को प्रार्थना किया कि यू आर आवर ब्रेड गिवर, प्लीज यू रन प्रॉपरली. If you don't run properly, we'll be all jobless. So रोज वो पूजा करता है. इसके लिए ये सीक्रेट है कि हमारे प्लांट का ऑक्यूपेंसी रेट ऑफ दिस मशीन इज हाईएस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड. दिस इज पावर ऑफ प्रेयर. दिस इज मोरालिटी इन सोसाइटी. सो ऐसी बहुत सारी चीजें मेरे को मन में आ रही हैं, लेकिन आई थिंक थोड़ा टाइम. अच्छा ठीक है, पहले आप लोगों से क्वेश्चन पूछ लेते हैं. 2-3 और अच्छी बातें हैं. पहले लेट अस सी if there are any questions.
Thanks a lot, sir. It was a mind-blowing session. We all are transported to all the places along with you. So, participants, now it's time for the Q&A. I request all the participants to please raise their hands, and please keep your questions very short and crisp. Yeah, we'll go to the first one. Toshiba, you can unmute your questions.
Sairam sir. So relating to the experience you narrated about the organization party. So after all that incident when it happened, so how did you get the strength to still continue in the same company? Because usually we'll have that fear that this person will not treat me well, and all those will be there in the background.
Very good. See, once you know that you are using fundamental discrimination, not drinking doesn't mean that I am insulting them. On the contrary, I am on my path of truth. You know, when you are true, you are following your conscience. Why other people, they force you to deviate from that? Because their guilty conscience bites them. So I continued. 2 things my father had told me before joining the company. बेटे, हमेशा काम इतना करो, 1000 सैलरी मिलती है, 10,000 का फायदा कंपनी को होना चाहिए. दूसरा, कोई गलती हो गई तो इमीडिएटली आप एक्सेप्ट करो, वो मेकअप मत करो, कवर मत करो. सो विद दिस मैंने जो भी काम करता था इतना अच्छा करता था, किसी को चैलेंज नहीं थी, क्या चैलेंज नहीं दे सकता था कि तू तेरी ये गलती है. सो कैसे मुझे निकालेंगे? हाँ, कंपैरिजन है, जेलसी है, किसी का और चमचा उसको बढ़ाना है, बढ़ाने दो। मुझे नहीं मिली इंक्रीमेंट, लेकिन मुझे स्ट्रेंथ दी। मैं जो कर रहा हूँ बिल्कुल सच कर रहा हूँ। जब तक मुझे वो यदि मुझे लात मार के निकालेंगे कि तू ठीक नहीं कर रहा है, व्हाई शुड आई लीव? और देखो उसका फायदा कितना हुआ। जब मैंने कहा कि देने वाला जब भी देता, पूरा छप्पर फाड़ के देता। 3 promotion in one sitting. Just my one word, I said, sir, you tell me, why am I not promoted? उसको इतना प्रिक हुआ कि जाके उसको 3 मुझे दिए promotion. It is not just a hypothetical story. It's happened in my life. I can give more details about it. Okay, next question. I
Thank you,
hope
sir.
it's all right. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Assistant Matruba, you can ask your question.
Sairam sister, Sairam sir, this is Rishika. So sir, since you did not accept alcohol when they forced you, even I do face situations in the sense I do not accept alcohol, but I keep advising people that you don't do it.
Sister, can you be a bit louder?
Okay. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
So, sir, I just wanted to tell when I tell people that you are doing wrong, or when I try to show them the right path, they often argue or that they don't follow it. But sometimes even I do get irritated that they are not following it, and I get very angry at such things. Like yesterday, one of my colleague was even though he was a Brahmin, he was consuming non-veg. So I was very angry at it. So even though I talked softly, but he was not accepting the fact. So I don't know how to deal with it because I can't accept people going wrong this way.
Okay, very good. I've faced many such challenges and situations. That's very true. Now, here there's a trick. First of all, when we join the organization, you have to accept कि हम लोग junior हैं, senior लोग बहुत हैं, उन्होंने बहुत कुछ देखा है. So we have to respect the seniority. 2 things Swami has told me to always respect. One is the position. Second, seniority. He said, manage men. Swami used to play pun on management. Manage men and management and time. That is one. Manage men. That manage the people. Anyway, coming to this, the answer to you is, you know you're right. They are doing wrong. Now, if I put it in a harsh way, which initially I did, and I got a nice slaps in my life, I found they become arrogant. I mean, they become opponent. So I learned very hard way. You put it across that, sir, already you start with a disclaimer. Sir, I'm the junior most in this company. You have a lot of experience. I'm just listening to what discussion is going on. It's quite likely that what I say may not be acceptable to you, but still I feel that I can present it if you can consider, or if you correct me that whether I'm right or wrong. So you have already put it in that way. सर मेरे हिसाब से ये होता तो बहुत अच्छा होता. Then the person who is egoistic will, you shut up. You think that you have come to teach me? So now you have already put your point of conscience, righteous, ethical, moral to them. There will be some people whose conscience will be pricked. बोलेंगे, अरे यार ये लड़का ये लड़की बोलता बहुत कम है, कभी कभी बोलता है, लेकिन ठोस बोलता है. So your reputation in the organization will go up. एक ऐसा इंसिडेंट था, मेरा कलीग, मैंने केमिकल इंजीनियर पास की यहाँ, और मेरा कलीग आफ्टर केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग यूएसए में गया. 6-8 साल के बाद वापस आया, जो मैं कंपनी में काम कर रहा था. उसको सेल्स का कुछ वेरी हाई पोस्ट दी गई, तो मेरे पास आया, अरे यार भाग गया तूने, मैं भी आ गया, देखो ठीक है. सो उसको जॉब दी गई टू असाइन और marketing of a PVC powder and technical assistant, and go on committing tons and tons of PVC. उसने चालू किया एंड उसको टारगेट दिया गया था. आफ्टर मंथ ही वाज प्रोबेशन पीरियड, हार्डली उसने टारगेट कंप्लीट किया. वो मेरे पास आया कि भाग्या यार ये तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, मेरी जॉब तो जाएगी, मैं इतने सालों के बाद आया एज अ योर कलीग, आई डोंट थिंक दिस विल बी कंटिन्यू. आई सेड क्या हुआ? उसने बताई. आई सेड तूने कहा है ना उसको, उनको क्या चाहिए? उनको चाहिए अंडर द टेबल पैसे, और मैं तो नहीं दे सकता हूँ. ठीक है भाई, तो तूने क्या सोचा है? बोले कि मैं जाके बॉस को बोलूँगा. गुड, बट मैं बता रहा हूँ कि दिस मे बी द लास्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी टू कॉल आवरसेल्फ एज अ कलीग. बॉस के पास जाऊँगा, मुझे तो लात मार के निकाल देगा. तू यार जा ना, तू अपने बल पे, सच पे, मार्ग पे दिखाओ, जाके बोलो उसको. गया उसके पास, तो उसने कहा नो टुडे आई एम वेरी बिजी, फ्राइडे है एंड कम ऑन मंडे. सो मंडे को आया, बोले कि यार ये पोस्टपोन हो गया. ऐसे यार डिवाइन वेज यू डोंट नो मैन. वो यार मैं तो डर रहा हूँ, वो मुझे बताऊंगा ना कि मैं टारगेट कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है, मुझे निकाल देगा. तो अरे तू जा. गया डरते डरते. देन उसने कहा कि अरे मिस्टर सो एंड सो, हाउ मच हैव यू कमिटेड PVC? Sir, this much. And what about this? The dealer, I mean, client, very huge one. How much have you committed? Sir, वो नहीं किया है, क्योंकि वो मुझे से बाल पूछ रहा है कि थोड़ा अंडर द टेबल. आपको तो मालूम है, वो बोलता है कि आई एम अ फूल, माय अदर कलीग, अर्लियर कलीग, ही वाज मच स्मार्टर, तो तेरे को मालूम नहीं है कैसा डील करना है. इसे कितना कमिट किया है? नहीं सर, कुछ नहीं किया. गुड, उसको बोलो नहीं मिलेगा. तो ये समझ गया कि नाउ बॉस हैज समबडी एल्स इन माइंड. देन उसने पूछा सर क्या हुआ? बोले देख, फ्राइडे को एक मीटिंग आई, ये PVC हाई ग्रेड टेक्निकल ग्रेड पाउडर विल ऑल गो टू डिफेंस. दे हैव आस्क्ड ऑल आवर प्रोडक्शन. We cannot commit even a ton to anybody else. If you're committed, tell them it will not be available. Right now, tell this guy that कुछ नहीं अवेलेबल होगा. उसके टेबल से फोन उठा के बोला कि नो सर, आई कैन नॉट गिव यू एनीथिंग. अरे नहीं भाई, तू इधर आ जा यार, तू क्या करता है? तो मैं एक एवरी टन के पीछे मैं दूंगा कुछ यार, मेरा फैक्ट्री बंद हो जाएगा. नहीं सर, आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगी. तू बॉस से पूछ, मैंने सब बॉस से पूछा है. सो आप वापस आया मेरे पास हंसते हंसते, बोलता है सर ये तो भाग्या, ये तो टेबल सी टर्न हो गए. आई सेड दिस इज डिविनिटी. यू होल्ड ऑन टू द ट्रूथ, लॉर्ड विल फाइंड द वे आउट. उसके लिए दम चाहिए, स्ट्रेंथ चाहिए. पाथ ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी, नॉट फॉर कावर्ड. अरे चलो यार ठीक है, अभी तो कर लो, अभी तो दिखा देंगे. नो, बी वेरी, सी यू हैव टू बी फर्म एंड you have to be polite. You have to respect the position of a person and also age of the person. Okay, I think, yeah, already we have given enough time for
Thank
this
you, sir.
question.
Yeah.
Next.
Sister Muskan, you can unmute.
Thank you. So you have already answered a lot of my questions, but there's this one question that I have. You said true sadhana is removal of the husk from that paddy, and in the process, we'll keep on. It's all same, but you just need to remove the husk. So from my seniors, what I've understood about spirituality, which I try to follow also, is spirit in the ritual. Whatever you're doing, that is what spirituality. But what I often feel is when you're doing an activity, you meet different kind of people. Some are little crooked and take you to your peak emotionally, and you try to remove that husk to make it more better, but it becomes difficult at times. So I feel like I get uh, irritated in doing that
Sister,
activity or
can we
some.
stick to the question?
The question is this, that how to deal in that situation, because in case if I'm getting irritated, I am reaching my peak after a point. in time. So is it actually affecting my sadhana? Because I feel irritated and I feel I don't want to do or proceed my sadhana. It's better I stop it here and do it in another direction, because I can't correct somebody who's, I'm working with, or so I feel to take a back foot. But how can I deal it in a better manner?
See, you already got the answer that, as the name suggests, this leadership is for self transformation, not to lead people or to create the followers. You set an ideal example. And every time we fall on the path, it's not smooth. Ups and downs are there. So we do fall on the path, but we have to again remind ourselves that I have to control. I have to change myself. I can't change others. In that connection, if permitted by the chairperson, that can I set a wonderful example? Can I go ahead?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What had happened? I found certain things in the organization that people, when Swamiji even physically was present, that in front of Swami, they will talk what is expected. They will behave the way they should. Moment they see physical form little away, or we are away from that environment, we show our true colors. So I used to get irritated, so much so that Swami taught me that no, help, hurt never. Even in thoughts, don't hurt. So I used to pour on them my anger. That you have been with Swami for such a long time. This is the way you behave. So it's not right on my part, because person is occupying position. I have to respect this position. I have to respect his age. But I was feeling this is how Swami taught me. So, but I was very upset. Then one day, Swamiji was going to Vrindavan and he came to Parthi before going to Vrindavan. And he said, I will give a darshan. And if any person has any questions, spiritual questions, then you raise. Swami would like to answer the question. Registrar made the announcement. Swamiji came in and the question, anybody, any questions? And Swami will answer and then go to Vrindavan. So I was looking, nobody was raising. Any student, they had said that any student has any, so opportunity was for the student. When few seconds, almost a minute, nobody was raising any question. So I raised my hand. Swami looked at me. Swami said, are you a student or a teacher? Then, and the person who had announced this question was very upset that, तू बीच में क्या आ रहा है? ये बच्चों के लिए है, तेरे लिए नहीं है. So मैंने कहा, Swami ji, in front of Swami, we are all students. Swami was so happy. He said, chura. The person who was getting upset, chura. So then he said, what is your question? Swami said. I said, Swamiji, I repeated the same thing, which I had a feeling that Swami, in front of you, we behave the way we should be, we are expected to. Moment we are away from you, our behavior, our conduct is totally different. Now, Swami, you tell me how to deal with such people. Swami listened to the question, kept quiet, and the person thought that Bhagya is telling in English. So that person was trying to give answer to Swami, narrate the whole question in Telugu. Swami said, I know. Then Swami said, any other boys? One boy raised his hand. Yes, Swamiji, how to control mind? Swami said, hey, that is KG class question. Even professor will explain to you. So Swami gave me the answer. I gave you the background, very interesting, similar situation, agony, which you're also going through. Swami said, I'm just coming to the answer. It's a very big discourse Swami gave, but Swami came to, he said, see, in this world, there are three types of people. One, those who are awake. So I was thinking, yes, we are all awake. Then second, those who are sleeping, I was thinking, those who are in USA, in some places, they may be sleeping. Third, Swami said that something, the translator translated, because this was being translated, the whole discourse. So the translator translated, the third category of people are those who are sleeping but pretending to be awake. Now, normally we say the person who is awake and pretending to be asleep, you cannot wake him up. But the Swami said different way. Again, Swami repeated, third category of people are those who are sleeping but pretending to be awake. Translator said, third category of people are those who are awake but pretending to be asleep. Swami then himself told in English, no. See what I'm telling. First category, those who are awakened. Now Swami took a spiritual side, side of this whole statement. Those who are awakened, Bhagya, you don't have to do anything with them. They are awakened. Second category of people, those who are sleeping, means those who are in tamas. It is a duty of those who are awakened to wake them up. Third category of people are those who have a spiritual pride. They think that we are awakened. Other people do not know. I have been with Swami for decades. What these people are guiding me. So they have a lot of spiritual pride, ego, and they cannot be corrected. Swami said, leave them alone. Don't waste your time on them. And another, I consider that as if a curse. Even God cannot help them. Or I said, oh my God. From that day onwards, this happened in early 90s. That day onwards, he gives me the grace by discriminating what type of people we are dealing. That if person is egoistic with a spiritual pride, and you cannot, Swami has said, leave them alone. Don't waste time on them. You continue your path and smile within that. Leave them alone. Swami, please take care of them. After that, I'm very peaceful. Okay, next.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the lovely answers. One last question from Sister Srivali.
Sairam sir, thank you for this opportunity. So the question is related to again sadhana. So when you said when you went to the interview room with Swami, and Swami asked you to do sadhana with sharing your experience with the students. So coming to my question is, women especially in this world who are working, mothers and young women who are in their 20s and 30s, they go lot of emotional flush, overthinking, and this affects by the external people. It might be their partner or the love, a lot of things in this fast paced world. So, to stop that emotional overthinking and start our sadhana journey, what would be the one best sadhana or the practice or the advice you suggest us for, especially women, to not to get into lot of emotional flush from Swami's experience or discourse? Just one thing that everybody has to practice, and that helps every woman. It might be working, they might be young, so they'll have a lot of attachments and emotional flash, overthinking. Just to stop that, what is that one practice that we have to do?
Okay, let me share my thoughts. There are certain things which are inevitable in this present world. Otherwise, according to Bhagwan, we are deviating from the original design, his design. His design was that the women folk our duties were different. Now we are competing or equalizing that men and women should not be any difference. So that is a fundamental deviation. But that doesn't mean that the women cannot work. In fact, they are working much more than men. Even in an organization, they are more sincere. This is my understanding. They are very sincere. Of course, exceptions are always there on both the sides, but they are very sincere. When a person is sincere and honest and sensitive, then it becomes very difficult for the person to deal with the environments, with other people. They don't like to see the hypocrites around. Now, in that situation, few things you have to remind yourself. First of all, who is the best devotee of Bhagavan? Swami had told me, I'm not bringing this story because it will take a few minutes more, that person who maintains equanimity under all circumstances, all the time, he is full-time devoted to me. So are we doing that? Maintaining equanimity under all circumstances, all the time. So it is an opportunity given to me to test myself. I don't have to get upset. Yes, temporarily, but remind yourself, oh, it's a testing period for myself. It's a TOEFL. You know, for USA, going to USA, what you need, TOEFL and GRE. I'm not talking about the USA, United States of America, but universal self-awareness, universal Sai awareness. For that, also, you need, and why I wanted to go there to USA? To get a degree called MS, Master of Science into bracket Chemical Engineering. Now, for that, I had to go through TOEFL and GRE. TOEFL is test of foreign language, for test of English as a foreign language.
English, yeah.
TOEFL. And GRE was the graduate record examination. But actually, what I took as TOEFL means test of equanimity for liberation. GRE, God realization experience. Why I wanted MS? MS is what? Master of Senses. After you pass MS, then you get BS, Beyond Senses. Then you get SB, Supreme Bliss. So keeping that in mind, you will always remind yourself how to maintain equanimity. Now, you will always get more and more the plus points in your spiritual bank balance. If you do good and somebody praises you in spiritual bank balance, you get 0. You've done good, you got recognition. But if you do good, nobody recognizes, including Swami when physically was present. Now Swami is manifested through all of us. So nobody recognizes I do something very extraordinary and nobody gives me even a pat or a recognition. Then I keep quiet, I get +1 score on a spiritual bank balance. And if I do good, but people, they misunderstand. On the contrary, they try to defame me, and still with awareness, I keep quiet, I get +2. Come to other side, if I do bad and somebody scolds me, insults me, or my negative bank balance remains 0. If I do bad and somebody is keeping quiet, Swami, consciousness, awareness, God, good people, keeping quiet, then I earn -1 score in the spiritual bank balance. And if I do bad and somebody, because of my some earlier good work, he comes and praises me, I've done bad, but somebody praises me and I enjoy that, take it as an ego, then I get -2. So every time you get an opportunity to improve your spiritual score. When I keep that in mind, come on, man, come one, come all. Good, arey wah, he blames me. Good, yeah. I have to double mila. +2 मिल गया. So because I'm accountable to not the immediate boss or boss's boss in an organization. One student, somebody asked him, why do you work so hard? I didn't ask you this, but you have already kept ready. Yes, sir. I enjoyed. Why? Sir, I thought you will be happy, no? He said, but I didn't ask to these things. Then why do you do this? Sir, I am accountable to my own conscience, to my guru. Who's your guru? Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. I have to please him, not automatically. If I please him, automatically everybody will be pleased, sir. He said, wow, I never thought you're working so hard and you still maintain equanimity. So it is the leadership course for self-transformation. Okay.
Thanks a lot, sir. What an impactful answer. So would you
So
like to
I
add any
think,
closing notes?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, closing. Okay. Somebody told me that actually this question was put in Kodaikanal 1999. Professor Anil Kumar asked Swamiji, so many people come to you, they get benefit, और थोड़े टाइम के बाद बहुत सारे लोग चले जाते हैं. They don't participate in anything. In fact, some people may become anti-Swami. वो ऐसा क्यों होता है? So स्वामी जी ने फर्स्ट क्लास जवाब दिया कि there's a mistake. When you people come to me, you keep on asking your personal desires, and I keep on solving them to some extent. But when I see that you're not progressing spiritually, you go on demanding, asking your desires, then I stop. Then you feel that, oh, Swami is not talking to me. Swami is angry with me. What is the use of this? I did so much of seva. I went all bhajan session, all the discussion session. But see, I ask small thing, Swami doesn't give me benefit out of or answer my prayer. What is the use of this? So, some fake waste of time. But never forget, Swami is Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa. We should ask him only that. The peace, the bliss, equanimity, only God can give. Ask for that. Once you ask for Swami himself, Swami means his the strength, his power. If you ask devotion towards Swami in that way, then you will be peaceful, you will be blissful, you will be happy. You'll never leave Swami. Leaving Swami is not physical. Doing good thing, doing right thing at the right time in the right way is a common sense. And the general knowledge is know that the ultimate knowledge is Atma Vidya. उसके लिए हम लोग आए, नहीं तो जन्म लेते रहेंगे, जन्म आफ्टर जन्म, कुछ तृप्ति नहीं मिलने वाली है. Ask and work only for final goal. वो एक बार आपको समझ में आ जाएगा, then you will be always happy. Your quality of work, your handling people, automatically love will pour out from every word, thought, action. So I feel that holding on to Swami and doing everything with love, as somebody was trying to explain in spirituality is doing everything with the spirit of love. Then बाकी जो ups and downs life में है, they are just to teach us the lesson. It will give you a jolt to wake us up to मैंने ये lesson सीखा हूँ कि नहीं. Lesson is for me, not somebody else. It's a TOEFL. test of equanimity for liberation. Every challenge, take it as a TOEFL. And then doing that, you'll get GRE, God Realization Experience. Then सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Then मिल जाएगी आपको जिसके लिए आपको USA, that universal Sai awareness, universal self-awareness. So love is a basis, and inquiry, doing the self-inquiry continuously, not sitting separately 24 hours, there's that, koi zarurat nahi hai. Every moment do introspection. Try to learn. Try to see it, witnessing whatever is happening. That will lift you up. You will become very effective leaders. With this, I'm very, very grateful to Bhagwan and all of you giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts, at least for some time. This is just only the little part of it. So many things cannot be completed in one session. Whenever Lord gives an opportunity, we will continue. Thank you. Saira. God bless you all. Saira.
Thanks a lot, sir. Participants, for having questions, would request. Saira? Yeah. So participants who have questions, kindly post it in the group. The group will be open in some time. Thank you so much. So as we come to the closure of this amazing session, our heart is filled with gratitude to our eternal charioteer Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, our beloved master. Sir, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to you for today's session. Like your words, rooted in years of proximity with Swami's darshan, sparshan, and sambhashan, has ignited a spark in each and every one of us today, sir. Those mind-blowing experiences, right from how you came into Swami's fold in first darshan, how you got the conviction that Swami's God, and the three dimensions of love, selfless, changeless, and fearless. That bang-on moment on June 17, where Swami emphasized that worldly and spiritual, both are his work, and we should not segregate it. And true sadhana is sanctifying our time, effort, and energy. Your experiences were crystal clear. Also, on a lighter note, we will, next time when we go to Kulwanthal, we'll remember the Sai Ashtotram, Om Shri Sai Pillar Priyaya Namaha, sir. So thanks a lot. Your every word and every experience was impactful. Grateful to you always, sir. We would also like to express our sincere gratitude to our convener, Brother Shravan, distinguished elders and members of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, to our entire organizing team for their unwavering dedication and support. Last but not the least, dear participants, thank you for your time, dedication, and enthusiasm that is shown for each and every session. Thank you. Now, wishing all a very happy weekend. With this, now we'll proceed to Shanti Mantram. I request the IT team to play the Shanti Mantram. Jai Sai Ram.
सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा